and welcome. My name is Ibiemi Amata and I lead the team at Learn with Moyin. So in April 2022, we had our first career series webinar where we had two amazing speakers come talk to us about the theme, positioning yourself aright for career opportunities. During the webinar, we learned a whole lot of stuff and many people reached out to me afterwards asking for the recording. I felt it was going to be stingy sending to some people while others will not have access to it, and that was why I decided to put it up here so you have access to it as well. So before we get right into it, I want to make some requests. The first thing is I want you to subscribe. Yes, this is a new channel and I want you to subscribe so we can grow together, so that you can have access, to every amazing valuable content I'm going to be putting out. We're going to be touching around growth, yes, growth on all sides, right, and life generally, everything that will benefit us career-wise and in our growth in life. Yes, so subscribe, like, do share it with everyone that you know will benefit from this value, and please watch to the end. Don't stop at one. Yes, don't watch only this. When you're done with this, watch other ones. I've grouped every of the videos into sections that will help us to better learn and understand. So get your notepad, get your pen, get your jotter, and dive into it right now.
Second question says, how do you know your interest?
Wow, this is actually an entire webinar. How do you know your interest? Okay, was it last week? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago, Friday? Yeah, I think it was last week. I held a session on how to carve your career path on Innovate Labs community called Try by eLab. You can join the community on Telegram. Just search for Try by eLab. And I'm sure the recording is on Innovate Labs Facebook. The recording of that session is on Innovate Labs Facebook. So you can actually get to hear me talk about how to choose your career path. I talked a lot about discovering your interests and what are the key things you have to put in mind. But you know that your interests are not far-fetched. They are not strange to you. Like they are not things you don't already know. You know that you are interested in this. But let me tell you what we should be talking about right now is what are the things that are distracting you from really, really narrowing down on your interest. Because sometimes your focus shifts because you see other things around that seem a bit more interesting than what your actual interests are. But by the time you start to pursue those things, they begin to lose their attraction. Why? Because they were not your interest in the first place, but they just looked interesting. They looked shiny. They looked attractive because it was in trend. So first and foremost, be honest with yourself. And there are other parts you have to understand, things like your personality. And then what has your journey been like? What's your background? Both your academic background, even your own background. But understand your personality, understand where you have been coming from. What are the opportunities that you've gravitated towards in the past? You just gravitated towards it, and you're able to stick with it, you're able to see it through to the end. Those things, draw them out, go back in time within your memory. Okay, these are the things that I've been able to do. For example, I didn't start journey in tech when I started working at Innovate Lab. I had already had the opportunity, through Motoni, to be a part of Google Digital Skills. And I got to learn one or two things, and it started to spark an interest within me. Although I knew that I was not a core tech person, that is, I was not interested in digital marketing. At least I was able to identify the things that were not my interest. Even though at that time, I didn't really know the things that were my interest, actually. So I was able to cross out some things. I knew I was not interested in digital marketing, even though my friend was into digital marketing. I know some of you, because your friend is in it, you quickly jump and say, that's where God has sent me, or that's where my interest lies. No. So I didn't go in there. Okay, I said I was going to start from management. That was not even a conscious decision. The opportunity just came to me and I accepted it because I knew that, okay, I'm still somebody who I want to relate with people. I want to be able to see goals, achieved and all of that. So that helped me to enter into the management aspect of technology. And before I knew it, I was working in IT project management. I've gotten several trainings, and I'm currently on my way to getting my professional certification by the international body for project management and all of that. So it's just gradual that way. So when you find a tiny circle of opportunity, quickly plug into it. Especially if it holds your interest at that moment, plug into it. That might not be the final destination, but whatever you are doing at every point, do it very well, so that through that you can be able to keep narrowing down, what the specific thing is, or what the specific set of interests are, because your interest doesn't have to be one. So I'm not saying you should limit yourself to just a single thing. Be able to identify, okay, I'm interested in this, and this, and this. And you don't have to be interested in everything all the way. You can only be interested in a certain aspect of something, and you pick it, you add it to another certain aspect of another thing, and then you pick it, you add it to a certain aspect of another thing. And before you know, you are a creator. So I am hoping that we'll be able to have a generation of people who are thinkers, who are not just looking for somebody to hand things over to them, done to us in school. The lecturer takes notes, you write the notes down, you come back to the exam and you negotiate and all of that. I'm hoping that our generation will not actually be like that. Our generation of people who can take knowledge and utilize it, to the advantage of the entire society. So if you discard the mindset of somebody should just tell me exactly what my interest is or exactly what stuff is, try to decode from everything that you've been involved in the past, opportunities you've gained access to, the things that have really held your interest for a while, and try to pick the certain aspect, narrow it down, combine it together, look for the things that correlate with it currently within your environment, leverage the opportunity for that moment. And as you grow, your interest just expands and enlarge, and it becomes a lot more clearer. So it's a journey. It's not something that it's not something that you just know once and then that's the end of it. No, you are as you are growing in your body, you're also growing in all these aspects of your life. So it's a continuous growth process. So I hope that helped a bit.
We have a question. Please, do you know any community where we can learn free skills? This is one community you are now. Okay, so I believe that question is for Miss Dio. It depends.
Okay.
What skill exactly? Please be specific.
Thank
What
you.
skill?
Exactly.
Okay, another question. How do you know your interest?
Okay, as that person tells us the skill that they are particularly interested in.
Yes, he's saying
Okay,
agriculture.
agriculture. Um, Agriculture in the general sense, or you want to think of agri-tech or something like that. But whichever the case may be, I know that there are Facebook groups. If you search agriculture, you probably find one Facebook group, at least one, that has to do with agriculture. And then there are also Telegram groups. I'm not part of any agricultural group, probably because I don't have interests. I don't have current interest in that line. That's another thing. Your interest can keep expanding as your capacity enlarge. So I might have interest in the agri-tech, basically, a few years down the line. But currently I don't, and I don't have access to a community. But I know that if you just search online, you'll be able to have access to that, and then talk to people, and be specific. Even saying agriculture is not so specific. There are several parts of agriculture apart from agri-tech. You want to go into fishery, or you want to go into poultry, what do you want, or aquaculture, or horticulture, or this new stuff, this hydroponics kind of thing. What do you want to go into? Or do you want to go into spices farming? Like, what exactly? This more and more specific. Keep narrowing down your interest until you identify the area to start from. I think I was led to I was led to actually share this information, probably to keep myself accountable. In a few months' time, say less than 6 months, I'll actually be releasing a book that details, some of these things. Although it's a book on purpose, but it talks a lot about career, and you'll be able to learn from there. But thank God we're having this conversation now, so you don't have to wait till then. So, but narrow down your focus and then talk. In fact, there's a saying that is it the opportunity you seek or something like that is like 7 people away, or the person you need to meet is like 7 people away from you, or something like that. I can't really remember. But the person that you feel like doesn't have access to what you need actually does. So, for example, I said I wanted to start. I wanted to enter into a new phase of my career. I just reached out to the person that I know used to post about it. immediately the person said, I'm going to create a drive folder for you with information, with resources that have been curating. I'm sure on your status, if you see somebody talking about something related to that, just message them. They might not be the one to give you the opportunity or to give you the resources, but they will know someone who does, or they will know someone who knows someone who knows someone who does. See, this world is about community. Actually, you can't do it alone. So just talk to whoever you know is closest, you know, to that, and then I'm sure that will be the best starting point for you. Then I've forgotten the other question that I saw just now. Where is it?
Okay, sorry,
The-
before you answer the second question, please, the person that
okay.
asked that question, Abiola Olakpade, oh, please reach out to me later. We have two people, or if there are any other people that have questions around agriculture, please, we have two people on this call that are, they have found their way into agriculture and they are really doing well. One of them is
Oh, good, good. Yeah, I
Oladele
can see daily.
Omotoso, yes,
Yes,
and
I remembered. Wow, I see his post on my status and on LinkedIn. I should have remembered. That's very true. Yes, thank you. Sorry for
yes.
cutting you. I was just so excited. Oh Lord.
Please, you can reach out to me later. I'll share their contact with you. Thank you.
Wow, that was an amazing session, and I hope you learned as much as I did, because really I've learned a lot, and I'm going to share it with as much people that will be of need. Yes, please, I want you to as well like, subscribe, and share it with everyone that you know. Yes, invite people, tell people to come watch. Okay, this is what you've learned. Remember to share it in your circle, within your friends, and even your community. Have you subscribed? Have you liked? Have you commented? Please turn on the notification bell so that once another video pops up, you are the first person to get notified. I love you. Bye. Before you log out, subscribe. Thank you.